The world of professional wrestling thrives on spectacle, dominance, and carefully constructed personas. Few figures embody this more completely than Roman Reigns. For years, he has been presented as untouchable, a man who rules through intimidation, control, and absolute authority. The tribal chief is not known for vulnerability. He is known for power. That is why what happened recently has unsettled the wrestling world in ways no storyline ever could. Away from arenas, championship belts, and roaring crowds, Roman Reigns was reportedly seen visiting Jacob Fatu in a hospital room. No cameras, no promotional build, no official confirmation. Just a moment that exists in the uncomfortable space between reality and speculation. Jacob Fatu, widely regarded as one of the most intense and physically dominant performers of his generation, had been dealing with a serious health concern. Details were limited, but sources suggest the situation was significant enough to raise concern across the industry. Fans noticed the silence. Wrestlers noticed the absence. Questions began to grow. Then came the unexpected development. Roman Reigns entered the picture, not publicly, but privately. For a man whose career has been built on emotional distance, the decision to make a personal hospital visit raises questions that cannot be ignored. Roman Reigns has never been careless with perception. Every move, every appearance, every silence has meaning. This was different. According to insiders familiar with the situation, Roman Reigns did not treat the visit as a formality. He stayed longer than expected. He spoke not as a champion asserting dominance, but as someone offering perspective, resilience, endurance, the psychological toll of carrying expectations few can understand. This was not advice limited to wrestling. It was about survival, inside and outside the ring. What makes this moment particularly striking is the contradiction it presents. Roman Reigns has built an empire on emotional control. Yet here he was, showing empathy in one of the most private spaces imaginable. A hospital room strips away performance. There is no audience to manipulate, no character to maintain, only truth, or at least the closest version of it. Insiders also suggest that the interaction extended beyond Jacob Fatu himself. Roman reportedly spoke with members of Fatu's family, sharing stories and experiences rarely associated with his public persona. Laughter was exchanged. Advice was given. A side of Roman Reigns emerged that fans have almost never seen. This revelation has divided the wrestling community. Some fans view the visit as a genuine moment of humanity, proof that behind the tribal chief persona is a man capable of compassion and respect. Others remain skeptical, arguing that Roman Reigns is a master strategist, someone who understands that even kindness can shape narratives and influence future outcomes. In wrestling, perception is power, and Roman Reigns has always understood power better than anyone. From another perspective, the emotional weight of this moment cannot be dismissed. Imagine being Jacob Fatu, facing uncertainty, vulnerability, and fear, and having one of the most dominant figures in modern wrestling stand beside you. That kind of moment changes relationships. It changes how future encounters are interpreted. It adds layers that cannot be scripted easily. Naturally, speculation has followed. Some insiders hint that this visit could influence future storylines, whether through rivalry or alliance. Others go even further, suggesting the possibility of cross-promotional implications. The idea of Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu sharing a ring, as opponents or allies, now carries emotional depth that did not exist before. This is how real moments become legendary stories. Fans have begun asking questions that once seemed impossible. Could Jacob Fatu one day challenge Roman Reigns? Could respect turn in a rivalry? Or could this moment mark the beginning of a shared legacy that extends beyond a single promotion? What makes this situation so compelling is its ambiguity. Nothing has been confirmed. No official statements have been made. And yet, the impact is undeniable. Roman Reigns has always controlled the narrative. Even silence has served his purpose. By stepping into a hospital room, he may have reshaped how his legacy is remembered, not just as a champion, but as a figure whose influence extends beyond titles and victories. Whether this was an act of genuine compassion or a subtle act of long-term strategy remains unknown. Perhaps it was both. In professional wrestling, the most powerful stories are often born outside the ring. A quiet visit, a private conversation, a moment that fans are left to interpret. And when Roman Reigns is involved, interpretation becomes obsession. Because nothing in wrestling is ever accidental, and nothing involving the tribal chief is ever meaningless.